been a couple days. Let's dig out and remove some forms. See how this concrete's looking. Should be pretty good. Our big challenge with everything is that we're doing this for the first time. We don't really know if we're doing the right things, too many of the excessively right things, or straight up the wrong thing. But for now, we're going to proceed ahead, blind as it may be. Hopefully today will be pretty fun. We're going to start off by measuring the elevation of the forms. We also have to drop plumb from the string lines. This is our idea of how to get plumb dropped. We basically took a long 2x4, drilled a perfectly straight hole through it, fed the string through the hole for the plumb bob, stuck a nail on the top so that we could easily see the center, and we lined up the string lines with that nail. The plumb bob continues all the way down. And here's our cross. That looks pretty darn good.
Tap your side. More, about 1/8 of an inch in. More. More.
Which way are you trying to make it go, babe?
I'm trying to get it to go this way.
Oh, well then I'm not doing it right.
Okay, marked.
Next step is to chalk line across all the footings, and we'll use that to measure out the locations for our brackets. (18 8 3/4) is this spot here. So that's our center for this post. The next step is to get the bracket attached based on that center, and I'll square it up to the chalk line. That looks pretty good to me. So that's how the bracket's in. So I think this will work. Basically, we're using the bolts that will eventually go through the posts to support the chain and the pillar. We'll also use a long 2x4 here with another bolt through it to anchor this kind of in position. At least it'll anchor it in the north-south plane. We'll have to anchor it east-west some other way. So all the permacolumns are in place, and they're all perfect-ish in the north-south plane. Next, we're going to start working on the east-west plane, first by anchoring the far southeast column. Then we'll move across to the other columns one by one. This is what we like to see. This is the first permacolumn in the far southeast, and we braced it east-west. But look at these string lines. We've got, it's hard to see, but it's just a mirror of daylight between that one, and just a squint of daylight between that one. And here's the east-west. Oh, that's pretty. Basically, all three string lines came together perfect. And it's level with everything down. Now, I mean, it should be, right? We shouldn't be that excited. We dropped plumb very specifically and yada, yada, yada. But still, it's nice to see the result of diligence early on. These gray composite 2x6s are our grade boards, and we're going to be installing those along the 5 permacolumns to hold them together in the east-west plane. That's 2 18-foot boards. We're going to need to do a miter cut on them to help bring the corner together. So we've got the miter saw out, and we'll be hopefully doing a 33.7 degree cut, I think. So we'll see how that goes. This grade board is about 1.25 inches lower than the rest of the grade boards so that the slab can run water off. We have a laser set up and it's shooting a line about 1.25 inches below the top of the pillars. So we'll mark this at each pillar and then start screwing in our grade board. Wow, what a day. We have all 5 columns in position, 3 of them fully screwed in, both north-south and east-west, with one of the grade boards attached. So the grade board spans the eastern 3 piers, and then we have a second grade board that we'll install tomorrow. This looks really good. I didn't expect it to look this good. Next up, we're gonna start pushing dirt back. I'll be on the tractor and Robert will be watching and hopefully stopping me before I cause any damage or push anything out of position. Here we go. Man, 19 more to go. It's gonna take a while, but the next ones will be faster than these. The next row is just north of this row. Also 5 more posts. Slightly bigger columns than before. 6 by 6 instead of 4 by 6. We're gonna consider this a milestone.